Okay. We are live. Okay. Pulling some people in. I'll give people a moment to gather. All right. Pulling people in. Very good opportunity for that Ian Mills. All right. Kyle Fuller still hasn't been cut? Okay. He's still a good target. I think DJ Reed has proven that he's pretty good. Yeah, I've heard the Seahawks are bringing back Nick Bellore, but I don't know for how much yet. If anybody knows the money associated with the Nick Bellore contract, I would appreciate it. All right, so we got 25 people in here already. I know we'll pick up more as the day goes on, but day 2 of NFL free agency is on us. We've already had a few moves made by other teams. Jared Cook signed with the Chargers. Panthers signed Rashad Melvin, who I didn't realize was still in the NFL. Most interesting to us is the Dolphins signed former Ravens cornerback Matt Skura, which means they're probably not going to get David Andrews, which means that he's back on the menu, boys. So, yeah, Hillel, I would do that trade instantly. So, as of right now, I think we are the only team that has been in any way, shape, or form associated with getting David Andrews. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we have been associated with David Andrews more than any other team currently looking for a center right now. So that's good. Jerome Blossom, probably not, but at a certain point, it'll be worth the consideration. Yeah, Curtis Samuel signed with the Skins, yeah. Why did we sign Nick Bellore? Because I guess we do still want to use fullback in this offense a little bit. I'm fine with it. He's a good special teamer, too, so. All right, Costa Rican. But yeah, so as soon as, if somebody hears the financial details for the Nick Bellore deal, let me know. Packers are interested in David Andrews. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, they don't have a center right now. I feel like we should be able to outbid the Packers if we need to. But yeah, no real action for the last half hour plus, I think, outside of the Mariota thing, which doesn't pertain to us at all, but basically Mariota is probably going to be released in a few minutes. Hello, I think we could get a late second rounder, maybe an early second rounder, but no way we can get a first rounder. No way. Second rounder at best. No, Austin. No, you can move things around. It might hurt a little bit, but you can do it. Packers are under the cap right now. Yeah, I mean, we're a button push away from being under the cap, so I'm not worried about that. Raiders signed Derek Carrier. Who's Derek Carrier? I know that name, but I don't know anything about him. Prodasian, welcome. Oh, tight end. Okay. They want Mario to take a pay cut? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. My top priority is Dunlap, and then we can talk about center. But if it's for me, it's kind of Dunlap or bust, because there's no pass rusher we can get after Dunlap, free agency or draft, who I think can be an immediate blue chipper. And that's what we need. We don't need a guy who will be a warm body. We need somebody who can be a stud, and Dunlap has proven that he can be a stud. I think our backup plan would probably be Justin Houston, and I'm not convinced he could be a lead pass rusher at this point in his career, and same for Ryan Kerrigan. No, I don't want Fournette, Jace. I don't like Fournette. Yeah, I know about Nick Bellore, but I want to find the financials on that one. In fact, let me see what I can dig up here. No, should have to hold it. Okay, early indication is that it is a 2-year deal for Nick Bellore. But I don't have the money yet. As soon as I hear about the money, I'm probably going to cut a video. Well, Kerrigan barely played last year. David Andrews, 3 years, $24 million or something like that, I guess. I feel like Kerrigan might be just a little too old, but it's hard to judge. Ryguy, thank you for the $4. Get Leonard Fournette away from my football team. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I mean, I guess if he signed for the veteran minimum, but short of that, get him away from me. Emmett, the only real need of significance I see on offense is center. And you can argue that we can address center in the draft, and it's not that bad. I'm a little skeptical of drafting center, but it's certainly possible. Bob, the GOAT, because I think Fournette is trash. David Andrews, 3 years, $18 million? Oh, that'd be pretty good. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. I think Fournette's just bad at football. And I don't think he fits the scheme. I think bruiser running backs don't fit this scheme. Austin Roberts, thank you for the $1. Appreciate it. Can we restructure Bobby and Russ? We can. We can restructure pretty much any big contract we have. I don't think a power running back fits this offense at all. It's a loaded guard/center draft, in my opinion. I think it's a loaded guard draft. I'm not so sure about the centers. Fournette didn't do anything last year until the playoffs anyway. Fournette had a trash regular season. Then he has a few good games in the playoffs, and people think he's good again. He's not. He's like the second coming of Eddie George, where he'll have these games where you have, he gets 2.8 yards a carry, and people think he's good because he ran tough or some garbage like that. It reminds me of like the Vince Young stuff where he was garbage, but the Titans would pull wins out of their ass at the end. And people would be like, oh, Vince Young is so good because he wins the games. Masterchief, it depends on how much Lindsay would cost, but that's not a bad idea. Philip Lindsay. I don't know how much he's going to cost, though. He is a former Pro Bowler. He's pretty good. Victor, I don't think we need to. Maybe we draft a guard late, but I don't see the pressing need anymore. Damian Lewis will probably be a Seahawk for a long time, and Gabe Jackson is under contract for 2 more seasons, and he's only going to be 30 this year, so... Yeah, I'm starting to come around to the idea of we should just draft a running back and run with that. We should run with Penny, Collins, Homer, Dallas, and some low-level rookie. I'm kind of starting to come around on that. I still don't think it would be a bad idea to bring in one more proven veteran. Somebody like, right now my favorite would probably be Damian Williams. But I'm starting to come around to the idea that maybe we're good with what we have at running back and could maybe just add one rookie and run with it. I'm not completely convinced, but I'm getting there. Yeah, Austin, but we can put that off for a year if we want to. Javonte Williams available at 56? It's possible. Cut Homer, roll with Penny, rookie, Collins, Dallas. I want to see what Homer does in the new offense. Personally. I have a feeling he might fit what we're doing with Shane Waldron. I want to see. Jace Clowney at this point has probably been through too many injuries to be all that effective, but at a certain price, yeah. Oh, William, that's a no-brainer. We don't even need another cornerback, really. It's something to think about, but Dunlap is the highest priority for this team right now. Yeah, Austin, I'm concerned about his knees too, but we're paying him like $13 million this year. We can't afford to bring in another known commodity at left tackle. Matt Breida fits the scheme. Yeah, Matt Breida would be good too. I would bring in Clowney for like the veteran minimum or a little bit more, but not much more than that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Matt Breida would be nice. But again, I don't really care who our backup running backs are. Like, whatever. This should be a pass-first offense anyway. And we have multiple guys who we need to give a shot. Philip Lindsay's market value is $8 million. Yeah, see, I'm not going to pay him that much. I'm just not going to pay a running back that much money. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Kenyon Drake to Vegas. J.D. Brown, there are centers. Look again. Look at my remaining targets list. I have centers listed. Okay, what are the deets on Kenyon Drake? 14 million. Okay, what are the financial deets on Kenyon Drake? Okay. Maddie, knock it off. Okay. Kenyon Drake signs with Oakland for 2 years, $11 million. Up to $14.5 million. Hold on one second, guys. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate it. I thought Kenyon Drake was going to get a little more than that, actually. That's interesting. Oh, shoot. Not Vegas. I am sorry, guys. Give me a second. LV. I'm 31, Jeanette. Wait, it's 11 million guaranteed? Okay. Ghost, I think it's reasonably possible, but to say that anything is probable when you're talking about things like this is foolish, I think. JD Browning, why do we need guards and tackles? Our tackle spot is locked up. Our guard spots are locked up. Why do we need guards and tackles? You do realize you only play 2 of those every play, right? Yeah, I'm 31. Still no word on the financials of the Nick Ballord deal. Blythe would probably be better. Hey, I like Pro Bowl shocks for our team. I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. Yeah, I mean, they didn't spend that much, I guess, Mask, Temple. I don't know. Well, Arizona's going all out. I respect it. Oh, Texans released their punter? Huh. Wasn't he good? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Okay, actually, it looks like the deal is 11 million, and then there are 3.5 million in potential incentives. So I'm gonna go 11 million. Okay, JD Browning, I just went over this. 4 of our 5 offensive line spots are locked in for 2021. Okay, there is no getting around that. We know who 4 of the 5 starters will be, unless you maybe want to move on from Shell, which I doubt happens. Yeah, Cliff should be gone if this doesn't work out. They're spending all their money. I mean, unless we cut Dwayne Brown because of age, which I really doubt's going to happen. I did not see the Steph Curry thing. Huh. We still need a center. We still need a center, but the other 4 offensive line spots are punched in, for good or bad. Maybe we could use a backup right tackle, but I don't know who that would be, like Mike Remmers? Until he proves otherwise, yeah, Dwayne Brown is still one of the best tackles. Hey, Power. Do you have a favorite basketball team? I kind of like the Mavericks, but I'm not a Mavericks fan. I just rather with them win than any other team. Oh, yeah. There's a huge risk signing AB. Nathan Pirano, welcome to the team, buddy. We have a new subscriber. Yeah, if we re-sign KJ, you guys are going to see me mad. Maybe his market's collapsing. Maybe he's starting to figure out that nobody wants to pay an old 3-4-3 outside linebacker. Possible, I guess. Matt Gamer, just welcome to the team. Cool. This thing is actually working. It's actually showing when people subscribe and donate. Cool. Ooh, our Ihde just subscribed. All right. We're picking him up and putting him down. Keith Maddox just subscribed. Welcome to the team. Best receiving core in the league? I don't know. Atlanta? Hey, man. Golden Tate's worth considering, but there's a lot of questions that need to be answered there. Yeah, Chung retired. Patrick Chung retired. Okay, so, yeah, okay, I see the Brian Anger thing on Pelissoro's Twitter. Apparently, John Gruden thinks that Kenyon Drake is going to be more of a pass receiving threat in his offense, which is why they're signing him, even though they have Josh Jacobs. Hey, Pigeon. Okay, so looks pretty quiet right now. I'm still waiting to find out what Nick Ballore got financially. I'll be right back, guys. I'm very surprised that Ballore got 2 years. I thought he would be the kind of guy who would just always sign 1-year deals. Not that it really matters that much, but that's kind of interesting. I guess he deserves it. He did pretty good last year, man. Kenny Golladay. Wait, has Kenny Golladay signed? Is it official? Not seeing anything on the big three on Golladay yet. I assume he is going to sign with the Giants, but keeping an eye on that anyway. Oh yeah, Nick Ballore was a linebacker on the Jets at first, wasn't he? No, we haven't signed a center yet. The only thing we've done today is re-sign Ballore. Ugh. I don't know if I agree with that, Ayaan. I think the way we do things right now with these players is pretty much fine. Giacomo, I would definitely prefer David Andrews. Maybe there's no market for Carson. I mean, he is an injury-prone running back. Kenny Galladay's technically still on the board, but it looks like he's going to be a Giant. Okay, yo. I'm getting word in chat right now that the Giants signed Kyle Rudolph to a 2-year, $16 million deal. That is more, like significantly more, than Gerald Everett got. Significantly more than what Gerald Everett got. So, to anybody out there who thinks we overpaid for Gerald Everett, well, yeah. If we were to do all that in the second round, we could just take best player available. That's a luxury that you really want to have in the draft. You don't always want to draft for need. Yep, Rudolph signs with the Giants, and he got significantly more money than Gerald Everett did. Nominally, anyway. Obviously, this doesn't really have anything to do with us because we already have our tight end. Giacomo, that's kind of the area where I would start saying I don't think that's good enough. All right, guys. We got 85 people in the stream right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Please like the stream if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want daily Seahawks content. I upload almost every day. Click the join button down below to become a member to gain access to perks, and donations through Super Chat or PayPal are always appreciated. Yeah, Ayaan, that's kind of what I would do. I would definitely look to extend Gabe Jackson to reduce the cap hit, yeah. James White's interesting, I guess, reloaded, but he's not a necessity to me. Yeah, I heard about the Mike Glennon thing. I'm surprised he's still in the league. Just give me another beer, you brain dead hick. I'll kill ya. I'll kill all of ya. Okay, so the Seahawks officially have a second round pick, fourth round pick, and seventh round pick, and nothing else. Yeah, I remember that, Alex. No, Carson has not drawn any interest yet. Let's see here. Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I saw the Philip Lindsay thing, but I think he's going to be out of our price range. Brent, I'm not really thinking about that anymore. As far as I'm concerned, if Wilson was going to get traded, it would have happened 2 days ago. I think it's not even worth thinking about anymore, but I guess you could just do the Sam Darnold thing and see if he actually has anything. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's like a 0% chance Wilson gets traded. That was the best offer we were going to get. And the Bears have already moved on now. They signed Dalton, and they're clearly making plans. I mean, they have to. Free agency has started. Mass Temple. What player are you talking about? Okay, Cordarrelle Patterson to Vikings. All right. Who went to the Saints on a 1-year deal worth $2.3 million? Oh, P.J. Williams. Okay. P.J. Williams. Okay. All right. How hard is it to get the financial details on re-signing a fullback? Chances of Ryder. I feel like he's a little down the list on centers, but it's worth thinking about. I don't know. I kind of feel like the guy is. I feel like Blythe is going to be the guy if I had to guess right now. Yeah, I heard about the Riley Reef thing. Saltwinder, I think DJ Reed is going to be the return man for now, and I think he's pretty good at it, so I'm fine with that. I don't have a big issue with that. Yeah, Ian, Matt Breida would be good. Although, like I said, I am starting to come around to the idea of we're good at running back and we need to just pick up a rookie and go from there. Hey, Green Earth. I'm not hearing any buzz around Chris Carson at all. I'm seeing no interest in Chris Carson. Trubisky to the Bills. Okay, well, he's certainly not going to get a chance to start now. Wow. I mean, I guess he doesn't deserve a chance to start. Mass Temple, stop spamming chat. It's good. It's good. I can see it. I can see it, dude. How many Hall of Fame shirts do I have? I don't know exactly what a Hall of Fame shirt is. All right, so Trubisky to the Bills on what I can only assume is like a minimum contract. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Pigeon. It's just really hard to see all the comments. I've said this before. Any super chatted comment, I'm guaranteed to see. So if you want to super chat a comment, I will see it. But other than that, it's a crapshoot. Okay, how much money did Mitch get? I'm assuming he got like the minimum or something, but that's pretty interesting. I'm kind of interested to see what kind of money he got. Okay, now they're saying Kyle Rudolph signed for 14 million, not 16. So I'm gonna bump that to 14. That's a little more reasonable. I don't want a 2017 type running back room. I mean, this is different though. This really is different. I don't think it's a good comparison. We have a much better offensive line for one. Second of all, we have a very different scheme. And like I said, if we drafted somebody like a Chuba Hubbard, I think he might be able to play a little bit as a rookie. Mm-hmm. All right, Trubisky. Finally, officially out of Chicago. We might, Tsunami. But maybe we also feel like we don't need that many players, so we'll just get a few guys that we really like and go roll from there. I don't think that's unreasonable either. I wouldn't be mad about it. Remember, this draft is kind of weird. It's not a normal draft. Wait. Okay. You guys need to stop posting stuff in chat and making it look like you're breaking news. The only thing that's actually happened Seahawks-wise today would be we brought back Nick Bellore. Still waiting on the contract details on that one, by the way. I'm going to cut a video on it as soon as we get the numbers. But it's a 2-year deal, so the money actually kind of matters a little bit. If it was a 1-year deal, I'd probably just assume it was a minimum contract. And it still could be, but I want to see what kind of money he got. Ugh. Although, one thing I want to say, I don't think we need a third receiver that much because Gerald Everett lines up wide constantly. So I feel like we could go into the season with DK, Lockett, and Swain as the top three and just piece it together from there because, like I said, Everett in many ways is half receiver, half tight end. Yeah, Alex, especially if this keeps up. Yeah, Ayaan. Um, Dang, some of you guys are like the slowpoke meme. Somebody's gonna come in here soon and be like, Seahawks just tendered Ryan Neal. You guys are the freaking slowpoke meme, my god. Juju about to sign with the Jets? Okay. I don't see how it could be anybody other than Dunlap. Hey, Ethan. You know, for all I know, we can get David Moore for the veteran minimum. Like, who's going to give David Moore real money? Now, where do you work, Sam? Lindsey's going to be too expensive, I think. Yeah, exactly, Alex. That's what I'm saying. Some of these people in here think they're breaking news, and they ain't. It's kind of funny. Trust me. We know. Yeah, Trubisky, 1-year deal according to Shefty. We knew that. Nothing new from Pelissero. Rappaport, do something. Say something. Nothing new from Rappaport. All right. Manan Vora, if we trade Lockett, I want to draft a receiver so we can actually save cap. So apparently people kind of expect that we're not really going to use a fullback in Shane Waldron's offense, so Ballor's getting re-signed for mostly special team stuff. Ryan Kerrigan would be a decent signing, but I would want him to be not the lead pass rusher in this defense is the thing. Pigeon, I doubt it very much. T.Y. Hilton to the Hawks or AB. It's worth thinking about, but it's not the first thing on my mind. Are the 49ers really going to start Flacco? Well, I mean, if you're going to bring in Flacco, just get rid of Garoppolo at that point. Lockett is definitely not worth a late first. There's no way that's true. Thank you, Ethan. That's no problem. Yeah, I want to trade Lockett, but not just to trade Lockett. You have to give a real asset back. I don't dislike Lockett enough to just say I want him out of here. It needs to make sense. Okay, yeah. Sure, Andrew, absolutely. Well, Reed, if we trade Reed, he'll get like a fifth round pick at best, so that's very different. I think Lockett could be a second round pick. Yeah, I think Bobby gets cut next year. I don't think he's going to have trade value next year. And we save a ton of money when we do it. Or we bring him back on a much differently framed contract, I guess, where he's not treated like the best linebacker in the league. But yeah. All right. Not seeing anything significant on the wire in the last few minutes, except for the Flacco stuff, which barely matters to us. Pro Dacian, that's really hard to say. I mean, of those three teams, we do have easily the best quarterback still, however flawed he may be. All right. Nothing about KJ yet. I'm getting the sense that he's another player who just doesn't have any kind of a market. I really want somebody else to sign KJ just so I don't have to worry about this team doing it. I gotta be honest. I'm already getting irritated just thinking about it. Well, yeah, Mask. He's probably going to try to find a starting opportunity next year. Maybe, I don't know, like the 49ers might be looking for a QB next year for all we know. There are a lot of teams. The Patriots could be looking for a QB next year. I don't think either of those running backs will fall to our pick, so I'm not really thinking about it that much. What about Fournette? Miljebeck? I don't know. Probably not, because a good quarterback is irreplaceable. And now that we're clearly showing some commitment to giving him at least some of what he wants, it makes a little more sense to me. All right. Still not getting any financial details on Ballore, which is annoying. This should not be that hard, people. Yeah, if we were going to trade Wilson, it would have happened 2 days ago. That's what I believe. That's what I'm standing by. Doesn't make a lot of sense to do it now. You're not going to get a better offer than that. Well, no, people are hyping Fournette because he was the number 4 overall pick several years ago. And because he was a big name. Did he win the Heisman, or did he finish in the finals for the Heisman or whatever? It's that kind of crap. Well, Pro Day seeing everybody's different. I don't think that's very indicative of anything. Well, yeah, Ethan, but you have to give Shane Waldron the stuff that he wants on offense. And at the end of the day, you do have to give Shane Waldron whatever he wants. If Shane Waldron wants to trade Wilson, then you trade Wilson, I think. You can't hire an offensive coordinator and then tell him, okay, we're going to hire you, but you have to do what we want you to do with the pieces that we want you to have. That doesn't make any sense. Well, JoJo, it might just be a thing where Carson's injury prone and that's killing his value. Maybe he's not worth more than Kenny and Drake. Wilson on season ticket? Okay. Sign or draft a center? I'd prefer to sign one, but at this point I can go either way. I don't think we need to add another tight end reloaded. Our tight end room is credible. Yeah, I am Blitz. Okay. Come on, just tell me how much money Nick Ballore is making. Shiza. Coltrane, it's on the table. I don't hate it. I don't think it's very good, but I think we can do better, but could certainly do worse. A UDFA tight end would be great, but we don't have a tight end on the practice squad. Yeah. If you want to pick up some anonymous tight end in UDFA for practice squad purposes, that's fine, but who cares? John, it might just be Cedric Ogbuhi back, honestly. Alright. Jacob, Dunlap, and David Andrews, I guess. That would probably be it. Yaboa from Ole Miss. Yeah, I looked at him a little bit. He was interesting enough. Ethan, I have a Matt Hasselbeck jersey and a 12 jersey. I'm not a jersey guy. I don't like wearing jerseys. I'm not a fan of wearing jerseys. They don't feel good to wear. Jerseys are the most uncomfortable things in the world to wear. I think the running backs that we'll have next year are the running backs who are currently on the roster, personally. Although, at this point, if Carson can't find a real contract, maybe you do bring him back. I mean, there is a price tag where I would say yes. It's not like I have a personal problem with Carson or I think he's terrible. I just don't think he fits. By the way, yesterday was my most highest views day ever by far. I almost had 9,000 views. Eric, we've re-signed Nick Ballore, but that's about it. Thomas Rawls, I think, is out of the league. Yeah, that's the one area I really feel like I just don't think there's anybody left other than Dunlap who can be that guy. It's like if we lose Andrews, there are other centers that I think are good, but if we lose Dunlap, I don't know what we do. Like, to me, Justin Houston and Ryan Kerrigan are not lead pass rushers anymore, especially in a 4-3 defense. And by the way, if we don't get a center in free agency, you can draft one, and I think that's fine. That's good too. The thing is, Garoppolo can't stay healthy. So if they sign Flacco, you know you're going to see him actually playing at some point next year. Okay. Apparently Kyle Shanahan has always been a fan of Flacco. Okay. Still no word on the money. I think the Giants will probably be pretty good next year, yeah. Don't be surprised if we don't trade back in the draft. We might just decide we want to get a few players we really like rather than a bunch of players we don't care about that much. It depends. I don't feel the need to fill out this roster with a bunch of guys who we don't even like that much. Jake Fromm released. Wow, what a fall from grace. Holy moly. Aldon Smith is kind of interesting, yeah. I kind of like Aldon Smith. All right. Corbin's, well, phenomenal is relative. I expect him to do something. Yeah, they might trade Ingram. I mean, Ingram, he's not very good, so it's whatever. If this... Aldon Smith, 100 times out of 100, Andrew. And Bruce Irvin, by the way, if he comes back, will probably be like vet minimum or something, so whatever. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, we've been streaming for about an hour, and we have over 100 people in stream right now. Thank you to everybody for showing up today. Please like the stream if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want daily Seahawks content. Click the join button down below to become a channel member to support the channel even more and gain access to perks. And donations are always appreciated to help keep the channel running and help me create better content. So, while I left, it doesn't look like anything really happened. Yeah, Bruce Irvin already said he's either going to retire or stay in Seattle. So that should give us all the leverage we need. Pigeon, use your words. Jeez. You guys need to think about what you say and how it gets perceived. When you start freaking out in my chat, it makes it look like we just traded Russell Wilson for Mitch Trubisky or something. Nothing. Yep, she does. She don't. She does. Yeah, Mariota's going to get cut, I think. No drop top, we won't. I don't think we'll fire Pete pretty much no matter what, but maybe something would happen with Norton, I guess. Nothing on Belore yet. Oh. Okay, Pigeon. Hey, kid. Angel, I'm almost tempted to say best player available, but maybe cornerback. You know, maybe tackle, because we are going to have a need at tackle soon. Who do you want the Seahawks to sign today? Well, Dunlap and David Andrews. I kind of want us to do that today just so I don't have to stream tomorrow, because I'm going to be a little busy tomorrow. Streaming's going to be kind of weird because I'm going to be moving all my crap back into my room. So streaming's going to be weird. Should we cut Reed to open up cap space? I'm open to it, but we would need to replace him. I don't think Ford and Monet is good enough. Yeah, Ethan, I just hope that that's the case. No, of course I wouldn't be opposed to signing Damian Williams. I'm not opposed to signing anybody if the price is right. I mean, everything needs to be in context. People ask me things like, would you be okay with us getting this player? And it's pretty much always just one of those things where you have to say, it depends on how much we're paying. What's the context? No, guys, the only thing we've done so far today is re-sign Nick Bellore, but we don't have financial details yet, so I'm not cutting a video until we have that. Just in case we gave him an obscene amount of money that I have to get pissed off about. You know, today might be a day where the Seahawks just decide to, you know, stand pat and wait. Maybe because, look, the longer free agency goes on, the less money these guys are going to ask for. Like today, David Andrews might be asking for $10 million a year, but tomorrow he might be asking for $8 million a year. Stuff like that. It should be very different, Jake. And with the exception of Dunlap, I think we've dealt with our needs pretty effectively. Yeah, Sam. Jared Cook signed with the Chargers like 3 hours ago. It's the slow poke meme all over again. Galladay met with Bears. Whoa. How could they get him? What kind of money do they have? I think he is on our radar, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the money. I like to watch NFL. I'm still waiting for the financial details on that. Honestly, if we just signed Dunlap and called it good, I think that's pretty good. Where do you work, Sam, by the way? Do you work at the bowling alley? No, free agency started yesterday at 1, and it's always on. That's true, Green Earth. That's true. Ghost. Look up. Look up. Look up at the top of the screen. Okay, yeah. Lions met with the Bears. Or, excuse me, Kenny Galladay met with the Bears. Wow. Andy Dalton. Very excited for the possibility of getting to play with Allen Robinson and Kenny Galladay. But the financials, I don't know if that works. Ugh. Yeah, Jack, we don't know Nick Ballor's contract yet. We know it's supposed to be for 2 years, but we don't know the money yet. I'm going to cut a video as soon as we know. I don't want to make a video now and then find out we gave him like $30 million and then I have to get mad about it. So I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. Not really, Thomas. I don't think Sammy Watkins is that good, and I don't understand why he's worth all that money. I know he's talented, but he hasn't been productive in a long time. I don't want to restructure Bobby, but restructuring Wilson, just do it, you know? I know it makes things a little harder next year potentially, but you're not going to get through life if you're always afraid of everything. He's very good. It probably is Ethan, but I don't want to restructure Wagner, so I'm not thinking about it that hard. All right, see you later, Blitz. I would hope so, Jake. But the thing is, one thing I think we've kind of learned, it's not as if Norton has a big say on this defense. I think you can fire him just for the sake of shaking it up, but it doesn't seem to me that Norton is the guy calling the shots here and is really in control of anything. No, Boris, and not if we keep Lockett. Matthias, I think the odds of Wilson getting traded now are very, very, very low. Basically zero. Dimitri, he was injured. I still think he's a good player. I'm not going to say it's 0% on trading Wilson, but it pretty much is. Salwinder, I took today off. I had a lot of time off built up. Probably too much, actually. I think we are Prodasian. I would take Chris Carson back for cheap. There's a price tag where I would be okay with it, but it's not a very big price tag. Yeah, Galladay's from Chicago. We heard you the first time, Miljabek. Thank you and drive through. Jake, if DK, unless DK regresses, then if we don't re-sign him when it comes time, then we're just dumb. Like, there are some things you just don't do, and letting a guy like Metcalf go without a clear impetus why is not something that any even half-competent team does. You just don't do that. You don't draft a stud and then underpay him massively for years and years and years, or, well, a few years, and then when the times come to pay him, you're like, oh, well, we're just going to let you go to another team despite only reaping a tiny fraction of the benefits of drafting you. Yeah, if Carson would sign for under $4 million a year, I would have to at least consider it. I still don't think he fits the offense, but that won't matter as much if he's not making a lot of money. Alright. Why are the Bengals going all in? Burrow's not even going to be healthy this year. If he does play, it's probably not going to be pretty. I don't get it. Jake, not anymore. I have to believe that if we were going to give Carson $8 million a year, he would have already signed somewhere. Yes, Matthias, I've been to 2 playoff games. Yeah, you guys are being nerds. Everybody chill out. He said go Hawks on social media. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone chill out. Yeah, Ayush, I was at that game. It was awful. I don't care what anybody says. That game was awful. 3 hours, we did nothing, and then at the end, a bunch of nonsense happens. That was such a brutal experience. Who's Ted Lindsay, Spencer? Yeah, I miss Doug Baldwin on the field. I don't think we've done a bad job replacing him at all. I don't really want Sherman. Dimitri, probably cornerback or offensive tackle. Right. Philip Lindsay's probably going to be too expensive. Nothing new in the last half hour or so. Still nothing on Nick Ballor's contract. He's not been cut yet, Noah, but he's certainly available, one way or the other. Jake, it depends on what happens this year. Yeah, Nick Ballor back on a 2-year deal worth what? Come on, guys. Do better. Come on. I know reporters aren't real people, but goddamn. Yeah, extending Adams would not be a bad idea. Why would something be announced at 1? What makes people think that? Yeah, Fournette. Nobody signed Fournette. Hey, Ray. I don't think we're trading Jamal Adams. Tough for me to believe that Carroll would do that. And we wouldn't get good value anyway right now, I don't think. And look, as much as we shouldn't have made that trade, he's not a bad player, so whatever. No, I don't think you know what a breakout year is. That was not a breakout year by any definition. It wasn't even his best season. And he's old. He's an outside linebacker. We have too many assets at linebacker anyway. Like, I've been over all this. Re-signing KJ is bad business. It's just bad for business. No, Jake Guerrero. I think Everett is totally fine. Best Seahawk of all time is probably still Largent. I'm not a fan of Cody Barton right now, but I'm not completely done with him yet. He's a third-round pick, guys. He's had a few bad games. I don't think it's good business to just assume that he's bad because he played in a few bad games. And by the way, you only need 2 good linebackers in the NFL right now. Wagner and Brooks is good enough. And then we can figure out, piece something else together from the detritus left. By the way, KJ had a good year last year, and we had, through the first 8 games, the worst defense in NFL history. Think about that. What does that tell you? Either A, he's not that good, or B, he just isn't having that big of an impact on the defense despite playing good. Think about it. It's the same thing with Bobby. People tell me Bobby's great, Bobby's great, Bobby's so amazing, Bobby's this, that, and the other thing. Well, we had Bobby the first 7-8 games of the season, and we had the worst defense in NFL history. So, I guess, is he not that good? Or the correct way to look at that is the big impact players on this defense last year were Dunlap and Adams. When they got back, the defense turned it around. Those were the guys who turned the defense around. It wasn't KJ or Bobby. They played good and they helped, but they weren't the guys who really swung the defense in the right direction. Okay, guys, everyone in chat, stop spamming comments. Okay, I know I can't get to every comment. That doesn't mean you can spam chat. First of all, okay, I don't know why I would care that Andy Dalton's the starting QB, so that's not relevant to us anymore. As for DT or DE, I have them listed on the screen. I don't think we need a defensive tackle right now, but if it's not Dunlap, then you're looking at Justin Houston, Ryan Kerrigan, and Alden Smith. If you... Benson Mayoa, it depends on how much he's going to cost. Thoughts on Fournette? I've been over this, bro. I don't want Fournette. Yeah, Alton had a very nice rookie year, JoJo, but I'm not really believing that he's gonna become a Pro Bowl type pass rusher this year. It sounds like a Yakuza song. Kyle Fuller would be kind of interesting, yeah. Still nothing new. Except for the Andy Dalton news, for whatever that's worth, which, I mean, it's not really pertinent to us. Do we even play the Bears this year? I don't think we do. I'd take Clowney back for like $5. Okay, we do play the Bears. Okay. I don't think so. Drop top, no. I'm pretty sure they already have Max. I'm not surprised that we're not doing anything this so far today. I just kind of want to find what we gave Belore so I can cut a video on it. Uh, they certainly do things a little differently. Drop top. I don't know if they're cheap. They do seem resistant to the idea of mortgaging their future. And maybe that's not a bad thing, but I do feel like it makes it hard to actually get to a Super Bowl if you're not willing to mess up the future. Scarecrow Bar, I got a 3070 and I'm getting a 3080 as well. The 3090 is not that much better and it costs double. I can't justify it. But anyway, we've been streaming for an hour and a half now. We have over 100 viewers in the stream. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to watch me today. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want daily Seahawks content. Become a member down below by clicking the join button for perks, and donations via PayPal or Super Chat are always appreciated to help keep the channel going and improve the content that I can create. I don't see, Nicholas, how can it not be the 49ers? The Rams and Cardinals don't even have that many fans. Like, even when those teams are good, I barely see those fans. 49ers fans are everywhere no matter what. I don't even think it's close. Well, Don Gatto, I think he would be a significant upgrade just because he already knows the play calls on offense because he's worked with Waldron. I think that's pretty valuable. I'm not cheap, Drop Top. I don't think so. I'm not sure who we play in our 17th game. All right. Let me make the rounds real quick here. Schefter. Ooh. Will Fuller has reached an agreement with the Miami Dolphins. Montravius Adams signs with the Patriots on a one-year deal. Okay. We've got a little bit of action. Will Fuller has signed with the Dolphins. Do we care? I don't think so. Don't think so, but there it is. Nothing. No. All right. Will Fuller's off the board. I don't think anybody was that interested in him. I haven't seen the money yet, though. There you go. That's a great one. I don't know if OBJ is even good anymore. So, yeah, Lockett's better than OBJ right now. I don't know if OBJ is even capable of playing football anymore. All right. I've never heard of Montravius Adams before. I have before, Drop Top. Yeah, I would take Blythe from the Rams for sure. In fact, I think that if we get a free agent, that's the most likely scenario. Yeah, Des Bryant's available, but I don't want that unless I guess he would. At least he can play on the outside, which is valuable to this team a little bit. But I don't know. Des strikes me as being super washed up. Okay. Scarecrow Bar, thank you for the $5. My name's Brendon, and I think we should give Bobby Wagner a raise. He's so dreamy, I wonder if he's circumcised. Okay. Well, $5 is $5. Yeah, Alex, that's good. Does anybody know the financial details on the Will Fuller deal yet? More than 10 million with significant upside. Ah, okay, it's the Will Fuller deal. Okay. Interesting. At this point, I'd say they're pretty good, Hoof. Carroll has to be aware that we need a pass rush to cut it with this secondary, with these corners especially. I don't particularly want Sherman, no. Well, technically, we made a move this morning, guys. I mean, it's not a very interesting move, but it's a move of some significance. Ballore was valuable to the team last year. Did Scarecrow super chatting show up in the animation, zombie animation in the top right? I didn't see it if it did. Did anyone see it on stream? Because I was not looking. Okay, cool. The animation worked all right. Well, Ethan, you can draft a center too. That's my thing. Like, there are centers in this draft who I think would be pretty good. My concern is that if not Dunlap, then who? It's Alden Smith and then a bunch of, who the hell knows? No Beanie. My computer fan is not in the background. That is a drill. I think I could get more than that drop top. Look at what quarterbacks are getting these days. Yeah, Austin, I think I remember that one working. Tristan, welcome. Okay, Will Fuller cannot play week 1 because he's still suspended. That's kind of interesting. Max, I don't know if that's true. I think if you get the right one, you can get good mileage out of a rookie center. I'm at least open to the possibility. I would have preferred signing a center and drafting a guard. We could move Lewis to center. I'm a little concerned about that. I don't know if that's an amazing idea. I guess it's okay though. Yeah, nothing's happened yet, but stuff is happening around the league. And that, of course, affects us at least a little. Nah, not to the Seahawks Green Earth. The only thing that's happened lately is Will Fuller signed with the Dolphins. Yeah, Angel, I like baseball. I like basketball. I like poker. I'm going to try to get into hockey. Hey, Carson, how's it going, man? How you doing? Yeah, I'm still waiting for the below contract deets. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's fine. I have Amazon Prime, but that's interesting. I guess it's fine, but I don't know. Hey, Ryan. The only thing the Seahawks have done today is re-sign Nick Bellore on an unknown contract that I'm waiting for the deets on. Really don't know why it's taking so long to figure out how much a fullback slash special teamer signed for. But it is. Unknown. I'm getting it tomorrow. It's on its way. It's almost here. Yeah, we could get Antonio Brown. Sure. I guess go Bug Snacks Hooray, but other low level players have had their contract deeds released. He's on the road to passing Dude Perfect. I doubt that very much. I don't think we need any more big names, Daddy Bitch, unless you consider David Andrews to be a big name. That's not a bad idea, Drop Top. Yeah, Ethan's Tech World. I have a couple of one-pin connectors that I didn't connect. I have that. I'm going to try to figure out where to go. I think they're LEDs, but I couldn't figure out where they went, and they're obviously not necessary, but I want to figure out where they go real quick. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to install another M2 drive, and I'm going to put in the GPU. It should be pretty... that stuff shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, I just need to be able to make room for it. That's really the only thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Carson. It's a 3070. Miguel, because I can. Because it's a free country. I don't know. AB is worth considering, but I don't know. It's not exactly something that I consider to be a big need. All right. 1 second, guys. Yes, Empower. Alright, I'm back. Godwin's been franchise tagged. I don't think he's going anywhere. Must be... Anything else happen? Okay, doesn't look like anything happened while I was gone. I actually think Witherspoon would be fine as long as we have a good pass rush, personally. Oh, wow, they cut down to 2 preseason games. Okay. Yeah, not a very exciting day so far. Even, like, in general, like, things haven't been happening all that much. Yeah, I know I muted Pigeon. I mute myself intentionally sometimes. I mute myself intentionally when I'm not saying something to the stream. Charles Harris. Don't know if I know that name. I do want to draft a cornerback, I will say that. Oh, defensive end for the Falcons. I don't know that name.
How's it going?
Good, good. Alright guys, I need to start working on getting some food, so I'll be gone for a little bit. We'll see if anything happens while I'm gone. Be right back. Okay. Anything else? Alright, let's make the rounds real quick here. Yeah, Charles Harris, we already knew that. I'm assuming Charles Harris is a first round bust, which is why I've never heard of him before. Okay, Trubisky got $2.5 million. So, a true backup QB. We might be okay at receiver, honestly, because I've said this before, I'll say it again. Gerald Everett is like half receiver, half tight end. He lines up outside more than any other tight end in the league. Yeah, Mask. we basically have 0 cap space now, which we have to do something. Well, because again, look up there, guys. Yeah, we still don't know Balor's exact contract. We know it's 2 years. It's probably basically the minimum, but I want to wait and see. Yeah, I'm not. I want to see Jordan Brooks on the field 90% of the snaps in 2021. Don't get me wrong. Miguel, Russ restructuring does not prevent him from getting big money. It doesn't change anything for him at all. It changes things for the team. Yeah, I think that's what made sense to me. I don't know how his pass block grade isn't higher when he didn't allow a single sack for a statue quarterback, though. Well, you know, not signing big name players is not a bad thing. Okay? Sometimes, like, the big name players are the ones you regret signing the most. Like, we've seen NFL dream teams fall on their face. Plenty. Wow, they're doing flex scheduling for Monday Night Football now. Awesome. Now we can get some non-crappy Monday Night Football games. Good news, everyone. Yeah, PFF, I've said this before, I'll say it again. They get stuff plain wrong. Like, okay, if I told you there was a right guard in the NFL and he played over 1,000 snaps, allowed 0 sacks for a statue quarterback, and only had a grade of 63 out of 100, I think the logical assumption there is that that's not, they didn't do a very accurate evaluation of how effective he is. Yeah, I saw the ESPN Plus thing, which I don't think I have, so that's not my favorite thing. So, yeah. Philip Lindsay to the Falcons. Interesting. Okay. That makes sense. I'm not seeing it anywhere else. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Lindsay's going to be too expensive, Joshua. Yeah, we're not overpaying for anybody, Brent. Haven't done anything yet today. Well, that's not totally true, but you know. Well, Derek Carr is not a quarterback who handles pressure well, is what I mean to say. He's not a statue in that he's slow. He's a statue in that I don't think he handles pressure well. One second, guys. Okay, anything happen yet?
What?
Okay. Chris Carson to the Dolphins? All right. Okay. Let me make the rounds here real quick. Not seeing anything from the big guns yet. I don't doubt that it's probably true. Carson to Miami? Okay. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. By the time we get back, maybe we'll have some deets. Alright, I am back, guys. Okay. I have heard that Carson is on the verge of signing with Miami Dolphins. Not seen anything official yet. Michael, the only news we really have right now is Nick Ballore re-signed for 2 years, and it looks like Chris Carson's about to sign with the Dolphins. I am pretty interested to see what kind of money he gets. Yeah, probably Mass Temple. That's not a horrible idea, Brady. Yeah, I mean, Michael, he's a really good special teamer, and he's probably very cheap, so it can't be that bad. Yeah, we're going to do very good in compensation picks next year, so that's good. Hey, Arctic. Yeah, Braden, that's what I'm looking at right now, too. And I think, I mean, I don't think that's bad. I'm eating chicken.
Maddie, stop eating it. Let's go pee.
I just took her out right before you got home.
Did she pee?
Mm-hmm. James Conner, it depends on how much he would cost. I guess it's not a bad idea, but he'd have to be very cheap for me to be down with that.
Microphone's so cool. I mean,
Mm-hmm. It is.
you should show them.
No, they know what my microphone looks like. I don't know. Devontae Freeman strikes me as being kind of washed. No, he's not Miguel, but I don't know if there's anything we can do about that at this moment. I think Lindsey's going to be too expensive, David. It has to be Dunbar, Caleb. It appears that way, yeah, Jacob. Okay. Yeah, don't count Travis Homer out in the new offense. He might be good in the new offense. Don't count him out. No. Yeah, cap space doesn't matter because you can always do things to create more cap space. But that doesn't mean you want to do everything that you need to do to create cap space because that will involve doing things like cutting Reed, trading Lockett. Hey, Ethan. That's cool, man. That's very possible, Aaron. Very possible. I would hope that the coordinator gets to decide what to do with the offense. That's why you hired him. Marlon Mack re-signed with the Colts. Yeah, Mack is off the board. He was off the board yesterday.
That's why you're so quiet. Maddie is so pathetic.
Yeah, exactly, David. Exactly what I was trying to say a couple hours ago. How can anybody be upset about getting Everett on that deal when washed up Rudolph and washed up Jared Cook got more or the same? Okay, we've been streaming for over 2.5 hours now. Got 94 people in here. Thank you to everybody who came out. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new and you want daily Seahawks content. Click the join button down below to become a member, and donations are always appreciated to help keep the channel running. Well, yeah, Miguel, he's a rookie. He's on a rookie deal. That's how this works.
Honey. I'll vacuum in my room and you can go back there.
Okay, something like that.
And then I can go out here, so if you want.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing doesn't take that long, so.
Mm-hmm. I am using dipping sauce. What are you talking about, dude? I know, Pigeon. I know what you mean exactly. Yeah, we will. After, I don't think you can come off a rookie year until you're after your third season. Wilson, there was a rumor that his agent tried to renegotiate his deal after his rookie year, and that's you can't do that. Yeah. God, if we got the number 2 pick, though, what else would we get? I mean, the number 2 pick's very valuable. Bears trying to trade for Mariota? Makes sense, although they already kind of gave the starting job to Dalton. I play a little fantasy, Ethan. Green Earth. The only thing is, it looks like Carson's about to sign with the Dolphins. That's about it. I feel like T.Y. Hilton's going to cost too much. It's not a bad idea, though. Yeah, I'm not getting that thing. No, I'm not into Indian food, Ian. A little bit, Ian. Although some guys are barely getting paid. Like Ted Karras got $4 million. I thought he was going to get way more than that. Yeah, I'm hearing Carson to Miami. Michael, it would definitely be Dunbar and Andrews. I mean, sorry, Dunlap and Andrews. Dunlap and Andrews. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, back. Carson to Miami is fake. Okay. Anything new? Anything new? Nope. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So it looks like Carson's going to dangle for a while. It's not like very few players have gotten signed today, to be perfectly honest, so I'm really not upset about this at all. I don't think anybody should be. Allen Robinson being traded or released. How's he going to get released? He's tagged. I don't really want to extend Lockett, Chandy. I think that's probably a very bad idea, actually. Green Earth, some source on Twitter that is apparently a fake Twitter account. Thank you, Caleb. Nick Folk re-signed, 1-year deal. Okay. Twitter, NFL Twitter is asleep right now. Wow. Yeah, V. Gutierrez, we absolutely should be looking for a Brown replacement after this season. That's a no-brainer. Now, I don't know how expensive they're going to be. I'm not convinced that Kyle Fuller would be that expensive at this point. Well, Brent, I did run a poll a few days ago, and basically it looked like about 20 people out of 400 actually wanted to trade Wilson or something like that. So, very small percentage. Well, Washi, the Bears are probably going to have to just release him if they can't find a trade partner. And again, I just want to stress, if we were going to trade Wilson, why wouldn't it have just happened 2 days ago? It would be very weird to trade him now. And so I'm not really spending much time thinking about it at this point. Only thing you missed, Pro Day seeing, is apparently the Carson rumor was fake. Yeah. I just can't accept eating $40 million in dead money. I think that the people who want to trade Wilson are just not, I don't know, they're not doing all the math. Yeah, Daniel. If Dunlap falls through for some reason, Aldon Smith's very interesting. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm inclined to agree, Washi, but I want to put the option out there. Oh, you're right, Daniel. Actually, you know what? I think that's a good idea. Hold on. I should have him up there. Yeah, I agree, Washi, but I think some people would disagree. I think some people still think we want a corner. I don't, not really anyway. I guess I wouldn't be averse to it, but if it were up to me, we wouldn't do it. Raiders cut Mariota. Mariota's going to want more than a minimum contract, so I don't think there's any point to that. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who our backup is because we're so dependent on quarterback. Okay, we have something new. Patriots re-signed their kicker. Okay, now that's really all that can be said about that. It's something that happened. It's the thing that happened. God, how long does it take to report how much money a fullback is making? Why is this the biggest secret in the world right now? No, I refuse to put those guys on the list because I actually am diametrically opposed to that possibility. Yeah, Daniel, if we pick up a center and Dunlap or Alden Smith, we will be in a very good position to do that. So that's good. We don't need the band. Yeah, I tend to agree. All right, we've been streaming for about 3 hours now. We got 85 people in here right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today to watch. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more content. Become a member down below to gain access to perks, and donations via Super Chat or PayPal are always appreciated. Help keep me running the channel. So yeah, looks like. I mean, there will come a point when Carson's asking price is going to have to be so low, I wouldn't be averse to bringing him back. So I am kind of keeping an eye on that to see if that ends up happening. Yeah, one thing though, Washi, Gerald Everett is kind of half tight end, half receiver. So by signing Gerald Everett, you kind of actually take a pretty decent step to addressing that issue in that way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Daniel. I think teams are starting to. I think some teams are starting to catch on to the idea of draft picks being considered to be super valuable. I think they've kind of. Some teams are starting to catch on. That's why the Rams had to trade so much to get Stafford. Yeah, Soundwinder, that's the price range where I would start thinking about it. Yeah. Because then there's no long-term money. I like to watch NFL. I'm on Pelissero's Twitter account. If he had tweeted something like that out, I would have seen it. Try harder, dude. Ty Sambralo. Isn't he a tackle? Left tackle, right tackle, or something like that? Titans? Okay. Schefter hasn't tweeted in an hour. What's he doing? I don't think we pissed Carson off. I think we have a offensive system that doesn't really suit his talents anymore. That's what I'm reading into this. Well, Gonzaga always makes it to March Madness, Brent. That's not really anything surprising. But yeah, our basketball team is atrocious, and I don't know when it's going to get better. I would not do that, Hoof. I would not. That would be sweet, Washi. I don't think he'll take that little, but that would be very nice. Yeah, Daniel, I don't know how they do it, and I don't watch enough college basketball to figure it out, but it's very impressive. Ryguy, thank you for the $2. Go Ducks and go Zags. I wonder if Gonzaga is actually going to make a Final Four at some point. Seems like they can never quite finish the job. You Week 2K, we can create more. In fact, we're going to have to because of the draft, but I don't think that's the right way to look at things at all. I don't think that's the case. Brent McKinney, thank you for the $5. The support is appreciated, brother. Ooh, Troy Hill to the Browns. Okay. All right, that's a little something.
We're eating tonight, all right?
Okay.
I love them that much. I wear it like jewelry.
Okay. Something a little new.
He's a double chicken. Brendon doesn't like it.
All right, 4 years, $24 million for Troy Hill. Seems about right. Yeah, Salwinder. I've been thinking about that too. I don't know how to do it yet. I'll do it when I get on my new computer. But I've been thinking about that too. It's not. I need a better GIF for when somebody donates. I need something a little more personal. I mean, Tumbo, these were two pretty decent investments we've made in the last couple days. I don't know if I agree with you on that one. Like, and it's far from over. Like, AB is still out there, which I think some people would be very interested in. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a short break from the stream. We've been going for over 3 hours now. And I'll probably be gone for like 15, 20 minutes. When I get back, hopefully something interesting will have happened. So yeah, give me a couple minutes here, and I'll be getting out of here. Mm-hmm. Keelan Cole to the Jets. Keelan Cole to the Jets. Okay. That's something. What did he get? 1 year. Ooh, $5.5 million. Okay, that's a little more than I thought that dude would get. But, okay. Sounds about right. Okay, guys. I'm going to mute for a while. I'll be back in like 15, 20 minutes. Hopefully something by then. By then something will have happened, but I'm going to be off screen. There's not going to be any sound. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm almost back. Did anything happen in the last 15 minutes or so? Last big thing I saw was Troy Hill signing with Cleveland. Is that still the latest and greatest? All right, nothing going on? Okay, I'll be back shortly. All right, guys. I'm back. So, what do we got? Troy. Whoa. So nothing's really happened? All right. One of my capsules broke. David Moore signing with the Panthers. Interesting, okay. Okay, does anybody have the deets yet? Remmer's got $3.5 million? Wow. That seems very weak to me. Okay, does anyone have the numbers on David Moore? I found one of the capsules in here was busted open. One of them broken open. It's a little messy in there, yeah. I'm not thrilled about it.
Well, you could, if the whole thing is a mess, we could just later one of the clean towel, dump it out, and swish and put it back in. Clean the tap. No, you stay.
Yeah, I don't think we need a receiver that badly, guys. Remember, Gerald Everett is kind of a receiver playing tight end. So don't be surprised if David Moore isn't nominally replaced. Okay. No, if we sign a receiver, honestly, it should be some relative no-name. I'm not looking to break the bank here, and I don't think we need to. Maybe Deshaun Watson really is in deep you-know-what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Zach, exactly. I wouldn't hate getting a receiver, but I'm saying it's not exactly the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, Josh Reynolds. Get somebody who's going to just, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money here, I don't think. Maybe you get AB just as kind of a... insurance in case somebody gets hurt, I guess. Okay, DC guys, somebody said that yesterday and it was fake, so has something changed? Yeah, we would need to free up cap. But that's very doable, so I'm not worried about it. Only news so far, T-Man, is that David Moore signed with the Panthers, but we don't know for how much yet. I'm waiting for that. I don't know if you'd be upset, Aaron. I doubt it. Players usually don't think like that. No, Ben, we don't know about the money for Valor yet, which is really weird to me. If we could do that, James, yeah, that would be really good. As sync is running. I'm going to make a David Moore video as soon as we get financial details. As soon as I figure out how much he got. I can't give good context without having some idea of how much money he got. We have not signed anybody. David Moore signed with the Panthers. Troy Hill, he's a cornerback. Could be, Caleb. That's not a bad idea. Very true, James. Very true. Yeah, Nicole, I want to see the money before I give a take on that, but it seems fine to me unless it's some $3 million or more. Yeah, you know, David's a nice player, but he's completely replaceable, especially now that we have Everett, so I'm not surprised, and I'm not particularly upset by it. LSDB, a bunch of people have reported it already, including Aaron. He may. It depends on what the market-setting receiver contract is at that point. Yes, Ian, they would, but that's very easy to do. I don't know, Alex. That's a really good question, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how to answer it. Silver Ace. I think it's my schedule prediction video from last year. LSDB, it looks like it came from Bill Voth of the Panthers. Brady Henderson retweeted it. I think Pelissero may have retweeted it as well. So it seems overly likely, yeah. Country. Yeah, the Key and Cole thing. He signed he got more than I thought he was going to. I was a little interested in Keelan Cole, but not at that price. No. He got interfered with on that play, Ayaan. Didn't get called. Didn't matter, I know, but that really should have been called. Yeah, I know who Norbcam is. Okay, they're saying David Moore 2-year deal. No, Blau, I'm not. I'll be right back, guys. Okay.
Wait, let me check.
So give me 1 second, guys. I'm checking on something. Okay, guys, so my power is about to get shut off for a little bit here. So I'm going to end the stream and bring it back after we're done here. So keep an eye out for a new stream in, I don't know, 5 minutes, probably less.
No, I don't. Half hour.
Oh, okay. Well, it could be a little while. I don't know
It
exactly,
only
but
takes 20 seconds with the power off, but he's got a lot of work to do around it.
okay,
So-
okay. Okay, so I could be out for a little while. Hopefully nothing happens while we're out, but see you guys